Oblivion, and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls Online lets you take part in the stories set within the compelling history and deep lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, and no subscription required. This massive world is yours to explore, alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location or storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances to the magical Somerset House. From the Khajiit territory to Morrowind. Skyrim in the niche. Adventures everywhere. Are you ready to forge your own legend? Options for creating and personalizing characters in the Elder Scrolls without limit. Choose from 9 different character races, with a 10th race option available as add-on. Select from 6 unices and custom exactly the role. Want to create a high elf who wears heavy armor and wields daggers for close quarters combat? Or maybe red Drag Knight who prefers light armor. It's completely up to you. Earn skill points as you adventure across Tamriel to improve it. Then master and customize your skills to match your style. As you explore the world for sky shards, for every 3 of these rare crystals you collect, skill points to spend on your character. The in-game skill advisor provides recommendations on how to best spend your points at each based on the different roles available to your character. And you can always relocate your points whenever you visit a major city, so you can build and play the exact character you imagine. Go anywhere. Do anything. It's the freedom. The game scales your character to content. So explore any dark or mysterious forest adventure on your own or with friends, even if those friends have wildly different levels or belong to different alliances. Dive into the rich and varied story content as a solo player, or join a group to take on the most dangerous dungeons and monsters in the world. Character creation is one of the 3 alliances competing for power in this era. The Daggerfall Covenant, the Ebonheart Pact, or the Old Merry Dominion. Each alliance features a unique and compelling storyline, but your choice never precludes you friends of different alliances. The Elder Scrolls Online is designed so you can travel anywhere at any time, no matter your level or alliance. Tamriel is a dangerous place. You cannot sneak or talk your way out of conflict. You have to fight. The Elder Scrolls Online features an action-based combat system, reminiscent of the classic Elder Scrolls games. Use your skills, special abilities, and a combination of light and heavy attacks to defend yourself and your allies while you obliterate your foes. Unleash powerful synergy attacks when fighting as part of a group, and use block and dodge to reduce damage and avoid enemy attacks. If you prefer sneaking to direct combat, you can use stealth to evade detection, get around obstacles, or even set yourself up to unleash a potent launch surprise attack. Even the best solo player needs a little help now and then. Use the group and activity finder and the friends list to team up with other players for a dungeon or other adventure. The Elder Scrolls Online community is extremely welcoming to new players and invites them to join in. Our players go out of their way to help new players and show them the ins and outs of adventuring in Tamriel. This is especially evident within player guilds, a great way to meet others and develop lasting relationships that enhance your game. Join a guild to trade resources, tackle group content, or simply chat about the latest revelation of lore. There are also in-game guilds your character can join to receive new skill options and special rewards. The Fighters Guild, the Mates Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Thieves Guild are all accessible through story content. And for a real challenge, join the Undaunted and earn a unique skill line and extra rewards for tackling group dungeons. Dungeons present some of the most difficult and dangerous content available in the Elder Scrolls Online that challenge solo players, to group dungeons that require 4 players to take on, to the ultimate 12-person trust. These strange and wondrous places offer amazing visuals, complex battles, and compelling opponents unlike anything else in the game. Once your character reaches 10th level and you have a better understanding of the game, the Elder Scrolls Online gives you the option to participate in a variety of player versus player, or PvP, content. Duels offer a more intimate PvP experience, where you can test your skills or try out a new character build in one-on-one combat against another player. Battlegrounds present short, intense combat as 4-person teams take on 15-minute battles to earn achievements, experience, and special rewards. Alliance wars are large-scale battles where the 3 alliances fight for control of the imperial capital of Cyrodiil. With siege weapons and massive armies, fight to capture and defend keeps and win the day. While you adventure and explore, don't forget to collect the valuable resources you find scattered throughout the world. These items can be used to craft weapons, armor, food, potions, and accessories that you can use to improve or further customize your character. Develop your skills in one or more professions and improve them by completing specialized craft bits. The professions include alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, clothing, woodworking, provisioning, and jewelry crafting. The Elder Scrolls Online provides players with the ability to own and personalize homes for their characters all across Tamriel. Homes can be acquired by completing quests, purchased through the Crown Store, or bought with in-game gold. Houses consist of single-room abodes to multi-chambered mansions. But nothing beats the opulence or grandeur of a manor house, complete with luxury accommodations for your character and up to 24 guests. Home ownership doesn't end there. Craft furnishings and accessories to personalize, improve, and decorate your home. There's never been a better moment to jump in and start playing the Elder Scrolls Online. With access to a multitude of adventures all across the width and breadth of Tamriel, and the freedom to play wherever and however you like. It's time to begin your Elder Scrolls story.
Thanks, Meryl. Welcome to ESO News. Hope you guys are having a great day and great drive. This is a really good day. It's the 4th of July. Some of it for you, it's the 5th. It's Tour Das. otherwise known in Elder Scrolls universe. Today, you guys are going to love this. There's going to be a recap of the new update that's coming. It's called Update 43. That's going to be coming in this month. Today, those of you guys, if you have not logged into your game yet, this whole week we're pretty much going to be receiving a Wild Hunt crate. The Wild Hunt crate is available by logging into your game for a mystery collection of Wild Hunt related items in game. Wow, are the fireworks starting to be shot off already? For the last day, there have been a lot of fireworks that have been shot off. It's a really sweet time during this season. Hopefully, you guys are really excited about the 4th of July happening. Hopefully, you get to see some fireworks. Maybe you're going to see some fireworks in your game here tonight as you watch here. Stay tuned, and you'll learn a little bit more as about the different things going on, such as the new event coming in. We just finished up the Zeal of the Senathar event, which was happening over near Belkarth in Craglorn. And if those of you that are still stuck in Craglorn, just sit tight. We're gonna get some of this stuff fixed, as I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. Looks like there's going to be some new stuff by a new person in Elder Scrolls that you guys are going to see here in a little bit. I'm going to be talking about the White Strikes Mayhem game event. That's going on starting July 25th through August 6th. Also coming up here on July 13th through the 14th, the ESO Tavern. Some people are going to be going over to the ESO Tavern. That's going to be a really sweet thing. And then also coming up here is QuakeCon 2024 in Dallas. Hope you guys are super excited about all of the events that are going on. I'm going to get in here into X and go over the 4 set items in ESO Online in X.com. Some sweet stuff. So I'm logged into ESO Online. As far as I know, that's a pretty good thing. I got the stuff that was already there, and now it's in there. I can't talk that well, but I can talk. That's a good thing. This is a hard item to talk about. Understanding what the Gold Road recall is. This is a new item, and some of the others will be talking about this here in a little bit. Amaryl to New Biscuit. Gold End Gauge is in there, giving a connection. So the recall, going to look at this again because I'm seeing this again, and this is important for us to understand. Says in here in ESO Online about the Gold Road recall, if every soldier in my company could tap into the magic of the Wield, I'd have much less to worry about. Making a hasty retreat isn't a sign of weakness; it's a logistical gold mine. By Lieutenant Egrance. That's all I know about recall. So, kind of sounds like a military term, don't you think? I think so. This is going all fast because we have an hour. It's the recap is about an hour long, so about an hour and 15 minutes, somewhere right around about an hour. So. I'm really loving this of what's coming in with the events that are coming in. Maybe you're going to go into the White Strikes Mayhem event, possibly. Maybe not. Maybe you're just going to be stuck in Craglorn. Okay. Tamarind to Moon Biscuit. You don't know what Moon Biscuits are? They're biscuits and gravies. Biscuits and gravy. Moon Biscuit. Tamarind Moon Biscuit. You wanna outfit? You want a shield outfit? Outfit your shield? Like outfit your bow or outfit your staff. And outfit your arrows. Maybe outfit your dagger. Maybe outfit your shoe. There is a boot quest in the 6th version, just to let you know. There is a serious fight. Well, not really, but like in the guild, in the magical guild in the 6th version. Cragspire and the other group that consider themselves the magical authority in the game. It's a wonderful story. So the blind arms is going in. The outfit is being made. It's beautiful, beautiful. And you can get the blind arms pack all for 2,500 crowns. It says here in ESO Online, alter your weapon's appearance to match the blind weapons by using this complete set of the blind outfit styles. When you watch this type of stuff, you kind of get to know Elder Scrolls a little bit better as you look at this type of stuff every day. This is some sweet stuff, sweet graphics, and there's all sorts of learning that's going on. Hopefully you guys are learning a lot. This is some great stuff as we're halfway through in the 4 set items that are being presented with the next one, Asa Ascentium. Have you guys checked out Asa Ascentium yet? Apparently, Asa Ascentium is over in Fargrave. I'm not for sure exactly where Fargrave is, but I do know that Asa Ascentium is available for you guys for an unfurnished amount of 10,000 crowns. I'm getting there. Okay, so also Ascentium, like Pentium, also Ascentium. Emerald Moon Biscuit, Ascentium, like Pentium, also Ascentium. Ascentium, like Pentium, also Ascentium. Isn't that sweet? I love it. Ascentium, like Pentium, also Ascentium. Doesn't this sound like an ad? It's like Ascentium, like Pentium, also Ascentium. Then the next item set that we have Airy. Airy is coming in strong. Airy has been barking all day. I heard Airy, hints of Airy. I haven't seen Airy today yet, but there you are, Airy. Airy, will you come out? Hopefully you do. Airy. Come on, Airy. Airy, go there. Emerald Moon Biscuit. Ascentium, like Pentium. Asa Ascentium. All right, so we have Arian. This is some great stuff. I'm going to take a quick break here and gonna sit back and watch all of the new stuff that's coming in here. This is all for you guys to watch and to grow from. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Hopefully you're enjoying your day.
All right. Oh, lovely.
Hi, everybody.
Look, it's already not working. Hold on. Where did Jess go?
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Where did I go? Do I need to try turning it off and on again?
No, stop. It's me.
No?
It's
No?
me. It's not you. It's me. Hold on. I know what I did. I clicked. See, that's what happens when I start clicking things. Hold on. There you are.
Yay!
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Brought
That was
Jess
so
out of
scary.
the fog.
Everything was so dark.
We found you. You were hiding. But I found you again. Okay. You know what? It does feel like this has been ages ago. It's been a long time since we've had a stream. And you know what? We're going to try and get back to what we'll call semi-regular streams, right?
Yes, we miss you all. Hello, chat.
What is not on? I see somebody saying it's not on, but I see everything on. We should be good, right? Drops are on,
Yeah, I
hopefully?
think we're good. We're good.
Drops should be on. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on stream today. We're a little bit earlier than usual. Again, you can blame me for that too. Today's just kind of blame Gina day. So we just had to do it a little bit earlier for scheduling purposes.
Wanted to do this before PTS too, which we'll get to that.
Yeah, folks, if things aren't showing up, I would just suggest refreshing. Sometimes if you're in chat before the stream starts and then it starts while you're in there, it gets a little funky. So yeah, just hit the refresh button. We are live. We see plenty of people saying that we're here. So yay, things are working. We have a really fun stream for everybody today. We are going to be talking all about things that are coming in update 43, which, I mean, it's pretty nuts because it feels like we just launched update 42 in Gold Road, which we did, right?
Like a month ago on PC.
Yeah, I was going to say console was like a week or two ago. So no, we're already talking about the next thing. We don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right. Shall we? We did, right? Is it hot where everybody else is? Chad, is it hot where you are? It's summer here, and it's like I'm sweating because like Jess's camera wasn't working. But yeah.
Ooh, 94 degrees. Yeah, that's too hot.
Although, is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Anytime we talk to our friends in Europe,
Holy
like,
crap! If
That's
it's
gonna be Fahrenheit.
94 Celsius,
I don't.
it's boiling water.
It's boiling. Well, because some people are like, I don't know. See, like, I don't know. Now they're putting Fahrenheit or Celsius. Show us the pup.
Yeah, definitely Fahrenheit.
You know where the dog is today. He's sleeping. That's what he does. When animals get old, they just sleep.
It's nap time.
It is. Little afternoon siesta. Alrighty, shall we get into some news and updates and all the things here that we want to talk about? Where's my notes? Oh,
Yeah, we just have a little bit, and then we'll get into.
Boy, I almost opened up the wrong thing there. This is what we want to share, not that other document that I should be showing you all.
Ooh, secrets.
All right, it is secrets. It's we'll just call them unfinished patch notes. So, Jess, you want to kick things off?
All right. Patch notes. Yes. All right. So we have, first up, there's a lot of stuff going on this month of July. So first up, we have the anniversary spotlight for Morrowind and Clockwork City. That is running right now until August 15th. So don't forget, the daily login rewards for July include the Clockwork City DLC. Hopefully some of you have already claimed it. You could actually claim it on day 2 for the login rewards. And that's available through the end of July. And then you can also claim the all-new Gold Road Recall custom action. This is completely free. It's super cool. And you can get it from the in-game crown store when you complete the Champion of Vivek achievement from now until August 15th. So there's more information about this anniversary spotlight on the ESO website. Just look for that article. Hopefully some of you have gotten that recall already.
Just look for it. Yeah, I've seen some people using it. It looks really cool. I like this one a lot. And it's totally free. Speaking of free, update 43, which we're talking about today, kind of giving everybody a first look. This is coming to our PTS, our test server, on Monday, July 8th, in like a few days. So you are not going to have to wait very long to try out everything that we're going to be showing you today. We were going to do our stream on the usual Friday, but here in the States, we've got 4th of July holiday and all sorts of stuff coming up. So we're like, you know what?
A lot of people are taking off.
A lot of people are taking off, so we figured let's do it now. So you're getting like a real, like a real preview today.
Right, and then just I think we've got that. There it is, the July roadmap for everything happening this month. So we've got the anniversary 10-year, excuse me, the Alienware 10-year anniversary July promotion that's happening all month. PvP Battleground weekend for Chaos Ball starting on the 11th. Then we have the ESO Tavern, happens every year in Germany from July 13th and 14th. Some of us will be there. I'll be there. It's actually my first time in 10 years going to this one, so I'm excited. 100% XP bonus starting on July 18th. And then White Strikes Mayhem rounding off the month starting on July 25th. And just like with the anniversary spotlight, we're going to have details on all of those, but most of those, I say probably not the PvP Battleground weekend. You all know what that is, on the official ESO website. So just check there for full details.
Lots of things happening.
And then what's up next?
What is up next?
More
Sorry,
things.
I was reading chat. I was reading chat and now I'm getting distracted. So next, we've got QuakeCon coming up also in, wait, not also, it's in August. I was going to say all.
It's in August.
Oh, like what, you know,
Next month.
this has been the norm. Like, boy, you should have seen me on Monday. It was like, I didn't know what day it was, what month it was, where I was, but here we are on planet Earth. We're talking about August. So yeah, QuakeCon is happening in August. If you are attending QuakeCon, or even if you're not, and maybe you're in the Dallas area, or even if you're not, I mean, Pain in the Axe flew in from wherever he was last year, but we are going to be having an ESO meetup on August 9th in the evening. That's a Friday. So if you would like to attend, just keep an eye out. We're going to be putting up an RSVP page probably at the end of this week, maybe next week. But yeah, just keep an eye out. We'll tweet it out on our official channel. Planet Earth does turn slowly, let me tell you. It turns slowly, except when you need it to, and then it feels like time just doesn't stop, and it's like, wow.
Isn't that a line from an Owl City song?
It is.
From a what?
Owl City.
Owl City.
Owl? Like,
But wait, you guys are on
Weird
Planet
Owl?
Earth?
Owl.
O-W-L.
City.
O-W-L.
Oh.
O-W-L.
Or Owl, like I hurt myself. Owl City?
The musician.
I live in Owl City. Ow! All right. Everyone watching, it's like, why are you guys live streaming again? Why are we here? All right, let's get to the meat of the stream. Oh, and Twitch drops. Twitch drops are on.
Twitch drops are on.
Yeah, just make sure you're linked. We're giving away an Ouroboros Crown Crate today. All you have to do is watch for 15 minutes, but we sure hope that you stay longer because we got a lot of cool stuff to go over. Speaking of the cool stuff, let's get into that. We're going to introduce our first guests from the ESO dev team. We have Cullen and Jimmy. Jimmy is, God, you know, it's really pissing me off that transition's not working right. We're going to fix that. It's just grating on my nerves. Jimmy is a first time streamer, long time watcher. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
And Colin, we've had a few times before.
Colin is no stranger to our crazy live streams. So,
always a pleasure.
Chat, please. Colin, why don't you, as our returning guest, talk a little bit about what you do on the ESO team, what you're responsible for, some things that you've put in that maybe some people have seen before.
Of course. I'm Colin Lee. I started out here actually before launch in QA. And then after a few years, moved over to design. And I've sort of been working on a variety of things since then. But the thing that I spent the most time on was our housing system as a product owner a little bit after release. And I kind of helped build up that team over the years. And then recently, I've actually handed that team off to some of the designers who we've brought up. And they've been doing an awesome job. So that's been super exciting. And more recently, I've worked on scribing and our skill styles. And then very recently, I've been working on what we're going to show off today.
Ooh, what we're going to show off today. It's a surprise. Jimmy, you have some fans in chat, I have to say. They are very excited to see you.
Well deserved.
So why don't
they're
you
amazing.
tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So Jimmy San Martino, UI engineer. I go by Cardinal L5. Chat is amazing, by the way. Yeah, just major, in case anyone doesn't know, major housing fan. Kind of, I don't know, do I talk about housing a lot at work? I mean, do I?
Like about 8 million times a day, yeah.
At least, I think, minimum. Yeah, just very excited to be here. Always looking to represent the housing community in any way possible, which is easy to do because everyone here is a huge housing fan. I feel like we joke about it being like just one of the best features. I'm sorry, I think it's one of the best features.
You can say that on
so,
this stream,
yeah.
yes.
By the way, can I just say, I have to say this because I don't know if I'll get an opportunity later. This place is the most amazing place ever. I have to say that. Get that off my chest. And working with these guys, they're all amazing. As cool as they are on stream, they're as cool not on stream.
Oh.
I just wanted to say that.
Jimmy, we'll
Thank
definitely
you.
have you back on another time.
Well, thank you.
All right. So yeah, for people in chat, Jimmy is Cardinal or Zos Cardinal. So he is major housing enthusiast for sure. So super excited to have him not just on stream, but working on some of these housing features. So
Thank you.
shall we talk and announce what is coming to housing in update 43? Because you guys have been working on pretty cool thing, I think.
Yeah. Do you want me to just hop right into an overview?
Sure. Do you want to talk
Or-
about it
or if-
first, or do you want to show it?
Well,
Yeah, or did you want to talk about any of like the history of housing and sort of kind of where we got to where we're at now?
Yeah. So
Kind of a lead in.
a lot of the kind of fundamental design around housing is based around player freedom and around sharing creativity with other people, right? So we've always had the ability to set your primary residence, and then even if you're offline, people can visit your primary residence. More recently, we added home links, which allow you to make a little chat link to your home that people can use to get there, which allows people to sort of asynchronously visit a lot of your other homes. You'll see that with like guild listings a lot of the time, or guild homes. And now what we're working on, or what we're presenting today, is home tours. And the idea behind home tours is it gives you the ability to list these amazing homes that you've created and the ability to browse this enormous list of amazing homes that other people have created. And there's a lot of details that we'll go into, but fundamentally it's a system for the housing community to kind of continue to grow, continue to share their inspiring, kind of creative, amazing homes.
Off your amazingness. There's so much amazingness to be seen.
These homes are checking out player homes is like my favorite thing, I think, about working here. They
easier, right, for everybody.
Yes. So this is kind of opening up that experience, making it part of the game without having to jump through any hoops.
So you're saying it's mostly for us who can find players' homes, right? Because we share, by the way, we share your homes internally. Like when we see amazing builds and stuff, which is all the time, it circulates like wildfire through the company. So just
yeah. I will definitely be enjoying the system on live.
Well,
I don't. Yep. Go ahead.
You don't want to enjoy it? Confused. All right, let's show this off, because I think some people are kind of like, what is home tours? What is going on here? So
better to see it.
We're gonna hop into an internal server so we can kind of show you all this tool and how everything works, and It's pretty cool. Let me hold on. Let me unmute you here and then move on over. There we go. All right.
Cool.
Internal
So-
server, right?
Yep. So if you see anything strange here, it's just from people testing servers or testing the feature on our internal
Nothing
server
to see here.
before it goes to PTS. What you'll notice is if you go to your activity finder, there's a new entry for home tours. And if you click on this, what'll pop up is a set of listings. These are all made by other players. They showcase, they can be, whatever home. They'll have a nickname. They'll have the name of the house. They'll have the person who owns it. I'll show you how many furnishings are there. And this first tab, the recommended tab, is determined by the players, basically. So as you go in and you visit homes, you'll have the opportunity to recommend them. And if you recommend a home, that sort of counts towards its score in the back. We'll do an algorithm and pull out a mix of kind of the most recommended homes and some newer homes, and populate this tab. And this is like the best place to go if you just want to see the best of the best homes. So right away, if you travel to one of these homes, you can know that it's something that people really like. And then if you want to get into kind of a broader variety of homes, you can go to the Browse Homes tab where all the homes are laid out. You can filter this by a bunch of different ways. You can search for a specific user that you know has great homes. You can search via tags, which are a way to add additional information about homes. So you can see if I mouse over this tab, or this listing, it'll say, hey, creatures, markets, sinister. And you get a little bit of a sense of what's going on within this home. So the idea is that by applying up to 3 tags to any given listing, you can add a lot of kind of specification, right? Is your house, a little bit on the scary side? You get to use the sinister tag. Is your house more, cozy? Does it have lots of little creatures? If you have like a cat cafe, maybe that's, cozy creatures dining. But if it's, a haunted mansion, maybe it's more of, a sinister, like conventional and maybe festive if it's associated with the Witches Fest. But
3 per
there's
home,
a whole
right?
bunch of tags. Yes, you can have 3, and you can also search by multiple ones. So you can search for a specific set of tags, and those will come up preferentially in the search results. And then you can unselect them. So if you're, an example would be if, Witches Fest is coming up and you want to decorate a house, but you need some inspiration. What you could do is you could search for, sinister or festive and start finding those homes more easily, and start getting some of that inspiration, seeing what people can do in housing is a big part of, I think, realizing the kind of draw of the system.
Yeah, it's a great
I
way to
think
get
we
inspired.
really want to give everyone a
Mhm.
we want to give everyone a platform really to show off their homes, and more than just their primary. Just if you have 50 homes that you've decorated and you think they're all amazing, list all of them. You can list every home you own. So
Yep.
yeah.
We talked a little bit internally about do we want to put a limit on how many homes you can list? And what we decided was the people who are likely to list, 60 homes or whatever, they're the people who are the most invested in housing. They're the people who are going to, you're going to want to visit all of those homes, right? So having a limit didn't make a lot of sense from our end, because the only time you'd run into the limit is if you were someone who was super duper invested, and those are the people who are going to have the most exciting homes to visit.
The cool stuff.
Listing home, you can go visit all these homes too.
You can
So if I
visit,
wanted-
but you can't screw with somebody's house and furnishings, right?
Yes, it's just
Yeah.
like visiting a home normally. So for example, if I wanted to list my home here, I would be picking what is my default visitor access. So this is your baseline permission that anyone who doesn't have a different permission that's specifically for the home will have. And to list a home, you can't have it be no access because you have to let people into your house, and you can't let it be a decorator, because if you have your decorator, anyone who comes in can move all of your furniture around. And so for when you're opening it up this broadly, we decided that this would be kind of a risky thing for someone to do. So just in the interests of safety, you can't have decorator permission set, but you can have limited visitor or visitor. And what limited visitor does is it says people can visit your home, but they can't like mess with your lights or your other kind of furnishings that have multiple states. They can't open or close doors, for example.
I wish we had that in real
and
life.
visitor-
Like if people come into my house, it's like, please don't mess
Oh
with
my
my
gosh.
stuff. You could come
Yes.
in, but don't touch anything.
I can see
So
you
when
saying
you-
that, Gina.
So when you list your house, you could have people just coming and visiting, and you could say hello, and you actually see people coming to tour your house. Yeah, because
Yep.
it's the actual house that you put together.
Yep, that's part. Help build the community. When you're touring homes, you'll see other people who are touring the same home. You might run across the homeowner. If you're the homeowner, you might see visitors coming into your home, and hopefully that's an opportunity to build some connections. So here I'll set some tags for my home.
Pick good ones.
I'm going to do aquatic creatures and sinister. I'm going to rename this to the sea.
And just to point out, the nickname of your house, like the same nickname you have for the collectible, is what shows in the listing for your house. So you can actually customize it even
Yes.
further that way.
Yeah, this is a way to help kind of tell the story in a brief piece of text that helps differentiate your home from other homes out there. So now my home is listed, and this is my home, by the way. Cool little monster, or not so little monster.
Ooh, it's looking at you.
Yep. And then when you want to browse homes, you can go into recommended. You can go into browse homes. I'll travel to this one by one James San Martino, and we can get a look at that.
I know that guy.
Being a really
And-
fun way to, like, if you have house content creators that you really like, you could look them up and actually go see their houses in person instead of just having to rely on their screenshots and videos, which are great, but seeing them in person would be even more cool.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
makes it a lot easier. Yeah, so here's Jimmy's Grand Topo Hideaway, which has been fully remodeled into a Cold Harbor nightmare. Maybe it's pretty good. I like
Little bit.
the sense of weight you get from having these guys chained down. That's very cool.
Thank you.
And then while you're in homes, you can actually favorite homes, and you can favorite any home, whether it's listed or not. You can favorite up to 100 homes, and then you can revisit those at any time through the activity finder on this tab here. So you can also the house editor or the home options. I can favorite or recommend. I've actually already recommended this home earlier.
I don't blame you, by the way.
And I've already favorited this home. But this is the screen where you would be able to recommend or favorite a home. And then I'll jump to a couple other homes while we talk. That's the gist of the system. You can see here if a home is listed by one of your guildmates, it'll have this little guild tabard on it. And if it's listed by one of your friends, it'll have this little friend symbol on it. So you can easily differentiate those homes in the listing based on your current kind of social connections.
And just to reiterate, I think you already said this, but when you favorite a house, so the favorite option is available in any home, anyone else's home, right? So we're basically adding this as an extension to how you can favorite your own homes now in the collections menu. Now you'll be able to favorite other people's homes and find them in that favorites list, so you can visit them at any time.
Yeah.
Well, as long as they have permissions that allow you to.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you still have permissions, you can visit any home on your favorites list whenever you want. Oh, put the guy in there.
Yeah, again, this will be really good for like, again, if you're looking for inspiration on how to decorate your own house. Like me, I'm not very creative. I need to like look at a reference or something to kind of get inspired. Be like, oh, that's what I want to do with that space. And I know a lot of people also do like, I don't know what you want to call it, like platforming challenges and like little events and stuff in their homes.
Like jumping puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we have a tag for that, right?
We have games. We have playful. There are a couple of things that you can use to kind of get that point across. Yeah.
And also for contests too, I would think. If you,
Totally.
you know, anytime there's a contest held, we were figuring, you know, you can list your homes and make them easily found. You know, no longer
Yeah,
do you have
if
to set
you
it as
search-
your primary.
Yeah, if you search by a specific user, you can always find all their homes. So the thing I'm most excited about with this feature is, you know, being able to hop into PTS, being able to hop into Live, and browse people's homes. For the PTS cycle, when we do the character copies, that includes your homes, so you'll be able to list all those. But I will definitely be on PTS visiting people's homes, and I am just super excited. I think the homes that we took a peek at here kind of give a hint at what's possible in the system, but players always manage to surprise me, and I love it.
You guys blow us away. I mean, there's so much creativity. It's insane.
Actually, speaking of which, we have some screenshots and a couple of videos of some recent player-run housing contests.
Yeah.
We can show those if you want. They're
Yes,
really
please.
good.
So these were actually from the recent Ethereus art housing contest. We just grabbed a few of the videos as well as some screenshots to show.
Let's see. I'll do the
That
screen.
sounds great.
We can do the
I wanna
screenshots
see.
first. So yeah,
Okay.
this is the guild that ran this contest, and these are just
Yeah.
some of the winners, right?
This
Wow,
is
that's
Hachiko-chan. Yeah, this is Hachiko-chan. She was actually one of the contest hosts. So the people who ran the contest. I think there's one more. Yeah, here of hers.
And incredibly talented.
Hachiko always just knocks it out of the park.
Oh, so fantastic.
Insane, yeah.
And then we have two from Futerko, also, who is very well known within the housing community here.
Also incredibly
Yes.
talented. So much attention to detail. I mean,
So they were two of the folks who ran this contest, and they do it every year. It's really incredible. And then the videos we have coming up are from 3 of the winners. We're actually going to have an article that goes through all of the winners and has a little bit more information on this contest as well as another one coming up probably in the next week or two. We're just pulling together everything for it.
Yeah. So yeah, here's one of the
So we
videos.
grabbed a few. Yep, this one's from Kitsune Dark.
Wow.
So all of this is very, very custom work. And these are the types of houses that you could view using the home tours tool.
I
This
love
is all
when
the kind of stuff
like
that
I don't
this is-
immediately. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Amit.
Well, I was just gonna say, like our players are insane. They transform these homes into things you don't even recognize as homes.
Yep.
Sometimes, I mean, like, look at this. This is. I'm sorry, I'm
I
just
love the
blown
little
away by
face.
this every time I see this.
Yeah, I love when you go into a home and you're like, wait, what home was this?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Right? Another one of the winners from the Ethereus art contest.
Yeah, like I can barely make my living room look good. Like, oh, here's some chairs and a table. And meanwhile, they're taking chairs and creating like dragons out of it. It's just insane.
That's cobbling. Cobbling at its best when they do that. This is so good. I cannot tell you guys how much I love you. I mean, it's seeing this kind of stuff just makes my day. This is why I love going to work. Like my last job, I was like, this here, I like look forward to coming to work.
Yeah.
Am I insane?
No, you're
No. The community is great.
you're loved.
This one's from Lilith. That's our last one. We're going to be showing off. Yeah, like Jimmy said, we're always sharing these creations with each other in our internal Slack channels and whatnot, and it's just it's such a joy for all the developers to see what you all create within the game and with these tools.
Yeah.
So
Talent.
I was going to say, I think we wanted to show off a couple of the new homes that are coming up,
Yeah.
right? Well, you're loading into it now, so
I'm actually loading into one now.
there we go. I don't
And I'm
lie.
going to cheat to adjust the time of day. But this is, let me make sure I get the name Deep Bloom Villa. I'm going to read the description real quick. Blossom lovers will delight in this picturesque villa perched on the western coastline of Oregon. With its elegant design, this cozy home awaits any who seek to nurture its blooms to life while enjoying how the light dances on the nearby rippling waters. Which really, it's a lovely description. But yeah, so this is on the southwest coast of Oregon. It's a medium home. It's up on one of these kind of little that classic shape you get in Oregon with these.
Which,
little,
by the way,
plateaus.
when we first announced housing, I thought for sure there was going to be a house up here, and now we have it, and I'm so excited about that. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. And one of the special features that the housing team put together for this home is you can actually toggle on and off these flowers that are on display here on the house itself. Let me make sure that I did that right. I know there is a bug or two that we're still hammering out, but the way that it works is, yeah, and then it fades out.
Ooh.
What?
It's customizable,
Oh, that's really neat.
right?
Yeah.
And they did such a good job with that effect. I mean, that's wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And chat,
Yeah.
I have
I
to
think-
say, it's pretty excited that they heard you say this is a medium home.
Yes. Yep. We know folks have been very interested. So this home has just a ton of lovely views. I really like the combination of using some of the Somerset architecture here in a way that feels, reserved and appropriate for the location. And then inside, it's a medium home, so not huge, but really nice upper room with this big vaulted ceiling, and then lower room.
Oh, sneaky,
Very
sneaky.
cozy. And I believe this will all be available on PTS to visit in depth and get a better sense of everything going on there.
It's very pretty.
That's this home. Yeah,
It's beautiful.
super cute.
Yeah, there's a lot of wall space in there. You're right. All that space to hang all your monster heads, right?
Yeah,
Paintings.
Yep, that would be a room for it.
Or build
Yeah.
monsters.
Ah.
And
So, yeah,
then
that's-
the second home.
Yeah, I was
go
just
ahead,
going to
Gina.
say both these homes that we're showing off, this one and then the next one, they will be testable on PTS on Monday. And TBD with when those will be released, but it will be in the coming months, we'll say.
Awesome. So this home, Haven of the Five Companions, is themed after the Five Companions. So this was originally their sanctuary. This stately structure, which I will then bring back up the description because I finished the load screen. Stately structure features 5 rooms, one for each of the original companions, plus a central meeting space. Gorgeous views of the West Woodland Serial complement the majestic serenity of this area. So your home, kind of as described, is a large central hall with little rooms off to the side that each of the 5 companions once lived in. So this predates the story of kind of the ESO main quest, and is back when the 5 companions were Mana Marco, Abner Tharn, Baron Aquilarius, Sisahan, and Lyris Titanborn. Sorry.
Yeah, you're on the spot.
Yeah, when you have to do it on cue.
One of the little features of the home is there's this table that they once sat at, and if you interact with it, it'll kind of show you a little vision of their most interactions. So they're all kind of randomized, and they might take a moment to appear, but there they are. We've got Mana Marco and Sisahan and Lyris.
That looks so cool.
Abner Tharn and Varen in his pre-soul burst form. Pretty cool. And I
And they
love
actually have
these...
dialogue in some of the scenes, right?
Yes, they should. And then the vaulted ceiling here. I always love these vaulted ceilings. Big sucker for them.
Yeah.
And then I'll go around the rooms real quick.
And by the way, I'm sorry, someone was messaging me, but did you already show where this home is located on the map?
I have not. This is actually on the eastern edge of West Weald. east-west wheeled. So it'll look over Cyrodiil to the east. This is, yeah, absolutely. Mana Marco's room. These are all very kind of lightly decorated to start. You could always repurpose them if you wanted, or you could go more in depth with them. Sai Sahan's room. This would be Varen's room.
Good space for decorating, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty of room to kind of make your own little themed rooms. And then
we're forcing them all to be roommates at this point.
Lyris is, I mean, yeah, their personality clashes are a big part of their appeal, I think. And Abner's room, on the far side of Mana Marco's room, I'm sure for
Of rooms with no
deliberate
doors.
reasons.
Oh no.
Give them bunk beds. That would be fun.
Does Mana Marco's
Constantly
have to be
fighting over the
dreary?
Well, a couple people in that table can be removed.
Yes, yep,
Yeah.
that is a furnishing.
Cool.
That can be adjusted as desired, and you could even put it in a totally different home. And then we have a couple of views off into Cyrodiil. Good stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah, a fair amount of exterior space if you want to, do some exterior decorating. So I'm really
Awesome.
proud of the team. They've been doing an awesome job.
They are
There.
awesome.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Check these
some-
out on PTS, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
PTS
I want
on
to see people
Monday.
decorate them.
Yeah, we definitely
Make
want
sure
to
you
check out
list it.
decorations. Yeah, I was gonna say, make sure you list it on home tours too.
Yeah.
Are these homes furnished or unfurnished, Colin?
So these are the unfurnished versions.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty.
Nice.
Well, we do have some additional things that we wanted to talk about. We're going to bring in our friend Mike Finnegan to kind of touch on that, but want to give you both a huge thank you for being on stream today, for showing some of this off.
Thank you
Again,
both.
it'll all be
No,
on
a huge
PTS
thank you for
on
having
Monday.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah. Super excited for people to get their hands on it and
Yeah,
start
same.
showing off everything that they've made.
Cool. Well, we
Gonna
are
be
going
great.
to say farewell for now. I'm sure we will see you again on stream. Otherwise, I know you'll be on PTS looking for homes. I know you'll be watching streams of people showing their stuff off. But yeah, thank you so much. And we're going to swap you out and bring in Mike Finnegan.
Sounds great.
And just-
Thank you so much.
Have fun.
Take care.
Thank you.
See ya. Gotta press the right button here. There we go. There's Finn. Uh-oh.
With the
That,
mic
oh
issues.
no, you're
Yeah.
having your mic issues again. It's cool. We were saying how like, oh, this won't happen on stream, right? But here we are.
Well, here, I can talk for Finn.
What about now?
That's good.
Yes.
Much
Okay.
much better.
Like I said, I like the vim in your voice when you're like that. Mike Finnegan.
That was love. You couldn't tell?
Yeah, it was. Also, I like to imagine Sai Sahan's room is just a bunch of different portraits of Lyris, like in various paintings. Like there's a large wall, and they're surrounded by candles and stuff. So like that's got to be the furnished version of Sai Sahan's room.
Mike was having mic
And
issues.
swords.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You know what I just realized? Were you trying to talk that entire time while they were up?
No.
Okay, because I was hearing like weird little noises and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's Finn's
Well,
mic.
Jess
just
told me to mute
buzzing.
myself, but I don't think it was me. I don't think it was me because I tried to tell you Owl City when you were talking about owls. I tried
Oh.
to tell you Owl City, and then you didn't hear
Oh.
me. So
And then Jess was like, shut up.
yeah, right. She's like, let's move along.
Moving on. All right. So sorry, I'm kind of like rearranging windows all over the place here in the back. So yeah, for anybody who maybe hasn't joined our stream in a while, is maybe a newer player, Finn, do you want to talk about what you do at Sauce?
What would you say you do here?
What do
Finn?
you do here other than know.
As the lead
crack
encounter
jokes.
designer, I'm in charge of 3 teams. The encounter team, which handles all overland encounters for chapters, DLCs, that kind of stuff. They do a lot of other stuff too. It's actually the largest of the 3 teams. The monster team handles all new monsters that would come into the game, and then the dungeons and trial and arena team that handles all dungeons, trials, and arena. So I like to say that if something kills you or you kill it, chances are it was one of my teams that put it into the game.
Right on. You sound like a busy guy.
No, not really. I just kind of chill.
Just kind of sit back and be like, yeah, just make
Yeah,
make
gotta sit
monster,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
make it difficult. All right.
I just hit the harder button. Make it harder. Make it harder.
It's the plus button. More.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to chat a little bit about some things that are going into Update 43 that your team has worked on?
Sure. So, all the way back in Update 40 when we did Infinite Archive, and I've talked about this before as people have asked us at various shows and stuff about, is there going to be more for Infinite Archive? Is you going to expand it and stuff like that? And I think of kind of the line that I've said was, we don't have anything to talk about right now, but the nature of how we built Infinite Archive is it is expandable and it can evolve and create a new experience. So that was what our team really, really worked on for this update, was refresh or an expansion kind of what you can expect in Infinite Archive. And there's quite a few features that are going to go into that, and I'll talk about those in a moment, but I will show off the 2 I guess tentpole features, the big features that you're going to see in Infinite Archive that are the most visible are the 2 new arena types that you have. So Infinite Archive very much leans into the Hermaeus Mora aspect of Apocrypha, and we explore the different biomes of Apocrypha within the original Infinite Archive, but now we're expanding out a little bit. So we're going to add a fire and an ice-based arena. So are we?
Are you in game?
I am in game. Yeah.
Oh, well then let's hop over to game.
Yeah, that was.
That was the whole idea, right?
There
Let's
you
show off. There we go.
So this is the index. If you're familiar with Infinite Archive, you might be familiar with this area. Is where you get your quests from Master Malkest. But one thing before I jump to the new arenas, there's also another new feature here. We have a new yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear her talking, but this is a new quest giver. She gives a daily quest, and she targets marauders and fabled monsters. So you'll get a quest every single day in order to kill either a marauder or different fabled monsters. Go in here and you can do it every single day, and she gives you rewards for that. So she's a really cool story, and it'll explain why she's a ghost in here and stuff like that. So I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to let people kind of jump into PTS and kind of get her story and stuff like that. But while I was in the index, I figured I might as well show her off. So she's a new daily quest giver. So I'm going to show off the ice arena first, and I'm using cheat commands. There's not going to be any monsters spawning in here. I am not jumping into a version
because
of this
you're
that has. Yes, it's because I'm cheating. I'm not jumping into a version that has the monsters. But this shows off kind of the arenas. So this is the new ice arena, which is just as I say, Mars, our world builder, absolutely knocked it out of the park when we said we want fire and we want ice, and he puts together this. And it's just awesome because it still has the Hermaeus Mora themes to it. Mm-hmm. It still has the apocryphal themes, but then we add all of these kind of ice elements. Now, each of the 2 new arenas also have hazards that players will need to navigate as they're fighting through monsters. So this one, everybody's favorite Maelstrom Arena 5 with the icy water that freezes you for more and more damage. All of these arenas that you would see around here, what we organize them into bundles. So there's a bundle of different ice arenas that you would potentially see. They're all going to have this icy water kind of feature, so it's another hazard as you're
no.
fighting monsters. Oh no! Now there are no breaking platforms. We don't have those in here. So the solid ground that you're gonna see here is gonna stay solid ground. But anybody that's played in an archive knows movement is kind of a big thing for a lot of the monsters. So hazardous to kind of move around the space. Also, all the ice arenas are very open, kind of like this. The water will restrict your movement a little. But they're bigger, wider arenas that you can kind of navigate around and stuff. So that is the new ice stage.
Hey Finn, while you load up arena to show, do you want to give like a one sentence overview of Infinite Archive in case there's like newer folks in chat that haven't checked this out?
It is an infinite, potentially infinite progression of difficulty that you can earn unique rewards, primarily in the form of class sets. But yeah, and it borrows from all over Tamriel. So you're going to see monsters from that you would see other places in Tamriel. The bosses that you would fight are going to come from other places in Tamriel other than Thoat, who is unique to the Infinite Archive. I know that wasn't one sentence, but it's really tough.
You kind of ran it together. It's fine.
It's really tough to encapsulate Infinite Archive in one sentence.
Well, I mean, I just knew like if I said, "Oh, talk about what this is," I mean, you could talk forever about it.
Yeah,
Infinite
right.
pain. I like it.
Yeah. Let me pull up my spreadsheet. So this is the fiery arena. As you can see here, again, apocryphal notes. You're going to see those aspects in here, and then you also have some really cool thing with this this book with like these book towers with like lava, scrolling lava textures and stuff. It's just so cool, and each of these looks very unique and very different from the other parts of Infinite Archive you would see. Now, because I'm not fighting monsters and stuff, you don't see kind of the full features. The hazard in the fire arena is these little pits right here will launch little fireballs out that will hit randomly in the arena and also target players. So movement is going to be really key to kind of avoiding these hazards as they're here. Also, the fire arenas are much more constricted than the ice arenas. That's by design in order for this kind of hazard to be an important part. So you go through here, you're going to walk ways that you could fall off and die, and the fight space is much more constrained. So you have to. It's a little bit more claustrophobic. So you're going to have to pay attention to where you're standing and where you're moving. It's especially great when marauders show up because
isn't that everyone's
there's not a lot of room to move. Right? Yeah, there's not a lot of room to move in those. So that's the two. Like I said, these are going to be the two most visible kind of aspects to Infinite Archive, the new Infinite Archive that you're going to see. But there's a lot of other new features that we have in here. We've added 10 new bosses from all over Tamriel, and they're going to be broken up into the different tiers that you would see them in. So bosses like the Risen Ruins from Moongrave Fane, or Draenos Valador from Cradle of Shadows, Yander the Butcher from Pines Aegis. All of those, some new bosses to throw wrinkles. So when you get to a boss phase, you're going to see new bosses that you haven't tackled before. There are 8 new verses and 10 new visions. And the new verses are included in that is a new avatar verse that you get by collecting the visions. It's an undead avatar, so if you collect the associated visions for that, then that verse will have a chance to pop up, and it'll turn you into an undead avatar with a heavy focus on like magical attacks. But some of the other verses that are really, really cool are like Phalanx is one of my favorite ones. When you get that, it allows you to summon like a wall of spectral, ghostly soldiers that kind of like march forward towards whatever enemy you're fighting, and they kind of shield bash them. And then if you're behind them, they give you a damage shield. So it's a really cool verse that adds a new kind of element to it that you're going to get once per phase.
Wasn't that
And
the
then for
name
new
of the
visions-
song that Trivium did for us? Phalanx?
Phalanx is one of my favorite Trivium songs. Now that you mentioned it, but I didn't name it. Like it just happened to line up like that. But
Hey!
yeah, one of my favorite songs by them. I actually had it on the car on the way over here. That's how I remember that one's name.
That's a good one.
There's another to highlight one of the visions, one of the new visions in addition to the avatar visions that you would need. There's one called Quicken Tinctures, which reduces your cooldown on your potions, allow you to be a bit more survivable in there if you start collecting those. So we tried to expand the offerings of verses and visions, so players that have been in here a while and seen everything that they have available, they now have more options that they can get. So that's good on the player benefit side. On the other side of it, there are also 2 new Marauders.
Yay!
Everybody's happy about the Marauders. There is a Werewolf Behemoth Marauder, which, funny enough, is in the same vein as Balorg from March of Sacrifices. In that, he's going to restrict your vision. He's going to create the clouds, and you're going to have to pay attention to where he's coming out of the clouds, coming for you out of the clouds and out of the mist and stuff. And then there's a Minotaur with a name that I'm going to butcher, but it's I think it's Zulfimbul. And that is a charging Minotaur that'll charge you across in the fight spaces and stuff. So two new Marauders. Yeah, 2 new Marauders. There's also some new fabled monsters. Those are like the bigger, beefier, almost like Bannerman style monsters that you would see crop up as you get to the later arcs. So that's some of the big things for Infinite Archive and what we've adapted and how we've added to it and stuff, just to evolve the thunder crashed right as I was talking. That was really weird in game. I know you guys can't probably hear it all that well, but like it's really loud in my ears. And we also, another thing I want to highlight, and the last thing I'll highlight for this is, other than the class sets, is there's a new consumable. So everybody's seen the consumables where you can get a random, extra verse or vision. We have a new consumable that you're going to be able to get and earn and spend your fortunes on. That one, it allows you to turn into a random avatar, and you do not have to have the visions collected for it. Before you do that. So it is a really cool new super consumable thing that we have that once per run you're allowed to do it. And primarily we did that for the players that are really targeting Arc 3 to 5 that may not have all the visions collected or may not regularly have all the visions collected to see an avatar verse. This gives them an opportunity to kind of experience that, and hopefully it'll drive them forward a little bit to say, oh, you know what, I really want to see more of those and get those visions and stuff. So yeah, it's another like little benefit that we're kind of giving people as they try to tackle some of the dangers in here.
Now you uttered the words class
I
sets.
did.
And Chad has been asking for at least 10 minutes, are there new class sets? So
there are new class sets. That was also part of what we wanted to highlight. I jump back to the index here. That was also what we wanted to part of what we wanted to do, the update coupled with the new class sets, so that we give you some new challenges and stuff, and we give you some new rewards that you're going to want to do. And I have some of these already equipped, and I think I just have all of the because I can only equip one. This is the Templar one. But I can't equip the other. I can't equip the other classes, so I have them highlighted here. So there's some really cool ones here. Ares Cry. This is the new Warden set.
Everyone, take your screenshots.
Yeah, everybody's taking screenshots.
Take the screenshots. It's all good.
This is the new Templar one. Here is the Sorcerer one. Beacon of Oblivion. We have Corpse Burster Amulet, obviously Necromancer. Pyrebrand Amulet or Pyrebrand set for Dragon. Spattering Disjunction for the Arcanist. This is one of the ones. This one might go through some iteration on. All of these are potentially the final. They're just just the initial kind of thing. And we're gonna, as always, the combat team is going to be paying attention to feedback and stuff to make sure that these are doing what we want and hitting the right notes. And then Umbral Edge for the Nightblade.
Yeah, if anyone having trouble reading it, if it's not like super crisp, it'll be in the patch notes on Monday. So I guess in the meantime, I won't even say. I'll say it. I was just gonna troll people and be like, oh, you can like zoom enhance and.
Yeah, right. Enhance. So yes, there's all new class sets. This is the second class sets. There is one more skill line that's for each class that's going to perhaps eventually. We'll see when that comes about. But right now, these are going to be on offer where you would normally get them from the fathers over here. Over there.
Right over there.
That is updates to Infinite Archive.
Now,
There's can test this out on Monday with PTS too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
all right.
This will all be available. Yes, and this is a base game update. I do want to highlight that because Infinite Archive is a base game, so there's no need to purchase anything. You know, what's funny is you mentioned the this update was free, and I was like, I think we missed an opportunity to call this 40 free.
40. Oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm stealing it.
We should.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
yeah.
Awesome.
40 free.
We'll have to get Brand on, get them on board.
All right.
It's
So
update. Sorry.
There it is. I've been. Dude, I wanted to use it, and I couldn't find.
Yeah.
You're gonna have.
I knew he could not read.
Oh my God, I have to hire a sound effects guy. We found.
That's what we were talking about, and we're like, oh no, I shouldn't have shown us this before the show.
On the soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did also run through some additional improvements that are going to be coming in Update 43, part of the base game. The first we should talk about is some mount preview improvements. Jess, do you want to touch on that?
Yes. So this gives you map preview improvements, gives you the ability to all their various animations. So this is idle, mount up, rear up, walk, run. I think we can actually show this in game if we want to.
I don't know. I didn't have it set up, so
that's okay.
Yeah.
Instead of just seeing it up in an idle pose when you're previewing, now you can view it in all its animation. It makes it a little bit easier to see what some of the different reasons why it makes all the different mounts cool and all their differences and their animations. So this is for viewing mounts in both the collections menu and in the ground store. And don't forget, you can also preview anything in your collections menu right now. This adds to that functionality with a few options for mounts.
It would drive me crazy when I'm figuring out which mount.
Actually, I can show you. Could put it in a game. I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little quality of life.
Are you showing me? Right?
Yeah.
I'm
So there it is at the bottom.
So there's the mount up. There's the
Yeah.
rear up. You can see it walking, running,
Nice.
idle. This is with stamina improvements. This is with the speed improvements. This is with the inventory improvements.
Yeah, just a
So
nice
yeah, you
little
get to
thing.
cools. You get. And this is with all of them. See it playing through there. So yeah, really cool little feature that allows you to see what it's going to do.
Instead of like, I'm always, oh, let me equip this, and then I'll see all the things that it does. Okay, let me collections, equip this, and see what all the things it does.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Just a nice little, quality of life thing. What do we have next? I actually don't remember what we have next. Luminous sourcing, folks. I definitely saw people in chat like, what about ink? More ink sources? So yes, we hear you. This update, we are going to be adding some luminous ink to Tress and to heavy sets. That coming.
I think every time you kill a net, things kind of like,
Okay.
all right,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
sorry.
Right. We also have. Remember when I was telling Jimmy, like, oh, you're definitely invited to another stream. You're like, you're going in the other direction. Just kidding.
Are you going to? All right. Skill
Next.
styles.
Skill styles. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got 6 new skill styles that are coming through in-game sources. All sorts of different colors. Finn, I think you have that you could show.
I have the I can show one. I have Destruction Ultimate.
Okay.
I have the Storm, which I will show right now. Oh, purple.
Very nice. So yeah, we have what else do we have? We have 3 from fragment chases. So the silver bolts, which is vibrant yellow. So roar will be a green color, and annulment will be yellow as well. And then we have 3 available from Undaunted keys. Twin slashes will be a lilac purple. Momentum will be a yellow, and elemental storm is, of course, the purple. So all 6 are going to be available for archival fortunes in rotation as an alternative to get them too. So nice little colors.
Your in-game sources.
Yes. Next, Jess, you want to talk about this one?
Next, we have another little quality of life feature to just make your life a little easier. Remember last guild store / bank in session. So this means is when you pick a guild in one of the menus, the game will now remember the guild you selected when you come back to it. So if you only use, for instance, your 4th guild's bank or your 2nd guild's store, you don't have to manually swap it every time now. The game will remember.
Again, just one of those nice, that'll be nice to have finally.
Yes.
You're still showing my stuff in game, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Now you're not. There we go. That's right. It was there the whole time.
We should add a quality of life feature to make these streams work better.
Yeah.
All right.
They're working gloriously.
It's it's working. Eventually.
It's working now.
Last thing we want to just touch on is curated item set drops. So we have item set sources that will be curated now in 43. That means that you don't have any that you don't have will be granted first. So this includes. So go ahead.
Okay.
No, please.
No, I thought. It's primarily.
Willie wants to.
Really wants
I
to.
think it's really good. It's really good because for 2 of the sources are mine. One of them is the PvP bags are going to be curated, which is great. Also, the trial rewarded, the weekly reward, those are going to be curated drops. So if you don't have all the drops and you did the trial, it'll give you or that you don't have. And then the monster shoulder bags. The purple bags have been renamed to curated bags, and those are going to be curated based on how curation works, based on what you have and have not collected yet. The mystery bags are still the random grab bag one, but the purple bags are now curated bags, so you can make sure that you're going to get exactly what something you haven't gotten before.
Neat. I'm glad you talked about that because you gave a lot more detail than I was going to.
No worries.
All right. That just about wraps up. I trying to like lightly stall because I'm seeing who might be streaming right now that we can raid. Jess, you want to just give a recap,
Yeah.
I guess, of like
Yeah.
everything we
While you
talked
do
about
that,
here?
so just a reminder, PTS Monday, July 8th. The launch dates for Up 43 are August 19th for PC, Mac, and September 4th for Xbox and PlayStation. Also, if you really like what you saw with home tours, if you just would like to show off your homes to a friend or just have your friends hop into the game on sale on the account system or the ESO BAM store. So just a little plug there. And I think that's it for it's everything else is on the
Yeah.
official ESO site. You can see the whole July roadmap and survival's guide article there.
All right.
And I hope everybody in the US has a good 4th.
Yeah,
Yep.
take a
It's
nice
gonna be
long
rainy
weekend.
here. I think it's gonna be.
Is
I
it?
think it's gonna be
Saw
rainy
that.
here.
You know, I
A
wish
little bit off and on.
as a dog
Pretty
owner,
wish.
and actually you both as fellow dog owners probably understand. I really wish we could have like an agreed upon day that fireworks were going to be,
Yeah.
so we don't spread out over all these days and all the dogs are freaking out for like days at a time. Like, let's all just say fireworks are this day. That's it. So that way we can give our dogs the
so I-
drugs and just chill them out. That's it.
You
I
tell
live
them
pretty
to.
rural. So we got people out there that are like launching like cannonballs and shit into the air, right? So like they're loud. So my dogs the whole time for like a week from that time are just like shell shocked from like walking around the house. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'll tell you what. Like,
So I agree. I support you. Yeah.
we discovered a really good medicine. It's prescription. You have to talk to your vet. It's called Cilio, and like
Yeah.
not sponsored or anything. I'm saying like in case this helps somebody. Cilio is like a gel that you kind of squirt in their mouth, and I guess it absorbs into the gum or whatever. But it does something where it blocks whatever part of the dog's brain makes them react to these loud noises. So it could be fireworks, it could be thunder, whatever. My dog has like severe anxiety. He's on like his happy pills all the time, but really loud noises like that, he just can't handle himself. And this has been a total game changer. So if anyone is looking for something, it's totally safe too, like themselves. It's just they're not freaking out over those loud noises. So yeah, if anyone's looking for something, that's my plug as a fellow anxious
As a
dog
licensed
owner.
veterinarian.
Yeah, I'm not a vet, but I'll just say it worked for us. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see folks at the tavern. We'll see folks at Quake coming up next month. Yeah, you know what? Somebody in chat said put your there was something on some hoodie thing that you put on your dog's head, and it has like noise canceling headphones or something. I don't know if it works or not. It looks, I don't know. My dog wouldn't wear that, but yeah. Anyway, it's a good time. Finn's like, please stop. Please just wrap up.
No, it's great. I'm gonna get a dog hoodie in and with earmuffs and then whatever the thing is you called it, the drugs.
Cilio.
Give them drugs and put it'll be great. We'll have a high dog that's looking goofy, so it'll be.
It doesn't drug them. Forget. All right, let's. I think we're gonna give Kat a raid. I saw some folks in chat to raid her. I see she's online, so
Good choice.
Yeah, we'll give her a raid. Everyone, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you all.
And watching today and
We love you.
participating. We do. We will see you next time. And until day, don't forget.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Wow, that was some great stuff. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the update information that's coming in here for us. This is some great stuff. Jumping in here into the mapping system here for us. That's some awesome information, like learning about the different monsters and the updated information coming in. If you guys are stuck in Craglorn, like you might be, maybe you're not, but if you are, you look in here and you're like, "Yep, I'm stuck in the fish." This is the ESO app, and looking in where you might have been, maybe over at the Belcarth Way Shrine. Or maybe you've learned going over to Ellen here, over at the Ellen here Way Shrine. That's some good stuff. So what I'm looking in here is we're looking for a path to where we can get up to the reach. That's the key right there of finding a path getting into the reach. I found a little place over in Bankarai. There's a plotting point to where we can get into Bankarai, but I have no idea anything about Bankarai. How can you, if we don't have the fast travel working, all we have is to get over to Bankarai, and then like moving from Bankarai, we're just moving out into this like the Abyssinian Sea. Do you see? Where's Bankarai? Anyways, in here, like Bankarai. I'm like Bankarai. Now, it looks like quite possibly over here is the is the place for Bankarai. The wall between Craglorn and Bankarai. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the little pathway that we have available for getting into the reach. That's the important connection point for us, getting the second DLC, Horns of the Reach, completed. This is some great stuff learning about the event that has just finished. You guys might have been in Belcarth for a while. Maybe you're still kind of lingering over in Belcarth. Hang tight and try to get this stuff working further. Hopefully, you guys have had a good drive. Learned a lot about the updated information from those guys. I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day and getting ready for the fireworks and 4th of July. I'll be right back. Welcome back to ESO News. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. And this is a good learning experience for in the map here in the ESO app. What I'm explaining is bringing a connection in for Horns of the Reach through Ragnar. This is going to be a great thing as you see the Belkarth Way Shrine right over here. As you see the roadmap going over to Ellen here, and then where we go up north to a couple of other way shrines such as Mountain Overlook Way Shrine, Valley of Scars Way Shrine. This looks like a really good place to start getting involved with right over here by Valley of Scars Way Shrine. Or quite possibly, this looks like the connection point over here for Horns of the Reach, or quite possibly over here on the ending point right here that will take us over into into the reach. That's an important step. When you guys see over the reach, it's a little confusing as you're traveling throughout the world in Tamriel. And what I'm explaining over if you were in Markarth, it's a little confusing as you're traveling on the road. There's a little roadblock as you're traveling. That's a little part that's more geared towards going to the land in Skyrim. That is a roadblock currently, and what I'm talking about getting the roadmap working a little bit better. This is going to be a little confusing as we're in Craglorn currently, and so thinking about being in the Reach in Skyrim, what we want to look for is we want to be on the right hand side when we're traveling. That will keep us in tune with getting more involved with let's see here. What am I talking about? I'm kind of getting confused on what I'm even saying because looking into the mapping system, just like thinking about being inside of the game, it's a little confusing to explain how the roadmap is up on top when you actually can't see it. There's not an actual roadmap in the ESO app, so I have to explain kind of how this quite possibly looks. Right over by these two way shrines, the Valley of Scars way shrine, looks like that's an inlet here for the game to where we get into the Reach, or the other places such as going over to Skyreach way shrine and going up to the ending point. Looks like right here for the for a wall to be built to going over into the Reach. That looks like that's the best possible route of us getting a wall built to getting into the Reach, to where this will help us out, like which you see right here. This looks like this is quite possibly where the wall where Bankarai is. I'm not for sure because I just kind of stumbled upon the gate going over into Bankarai. So the assumption is we have an inlet right here in this point, or over in this point, getting over into the Reach. This looks like the best possible route for us to getting the game connected for the second DLC of Horns of the Reach. I absolutely love ESO. Hopefully you guys do too. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to show the ESO app a little bit more. Take the way shrines off here really quick on the screen, and I'm going to show here if we do have the availability to see the Reach inside of the ESO app. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, and looks like Southern, Elsewhere, and Murkmire are the ones that are being looked at. Let's see. We have Northern, Elsewhere, Somerset, Cyrodiil, Craglorn, Cold Harbor, The Rift, Dijon, Belfoyen, Bleak Rock Isle, Stone Falls, Ardon, Grot Wood, Bankarai, Glenumbra, Betnek, Stormhaven, Stros Mackay, Alakir Desert, but there is no reach. So all we can do basically is just kind of talk about this right now, and right over here in Craglorn, looks like this is the best avenue for us finding where the linking for the pinpointed locations for the gate going into the reach. This is an important step as you guys might be traveling in ESO right now in the reach, looking for the possible gate going into Craglorn. This is an important step for us to understanding where the actual gate is. If the gate's available, the reach is not available on the map in the ESO app currently. However, that's going to be seen here in the future. Hopefully, we do get the information. These two places look like the two places that are possible, the pinpointed locations for us getting into the reach. This will help us understand the game a lot better. Hopefully you guys have learned a gob of information and are starting to look into the game a little bit more. If you're stuck in Craglorn, you're probably going to be looking into the roadmap a little bit more. This is some great stuff. We have the availability going into Bankurai. However, where's Bankurai going to actually take us? If you're not familiar with the game, you'll just be plain confused if you go over to the Bankurai gate. Stay in Craglorn. I'm not even joking. Stay in Craglorn. You'll actually learn more about the game. But if you go over into Bankurai, you'll sit there like, yep, I'm going right back into Craglorn. Makes a lot more sense because if we don't have any pinpointed locations to go off of, if we haven't bought any houses, we're going to have some freezes and some issues inside of the game. So what I'm going to do here in the Craglorn in the ESO app part of the mapping section, what I'm going to explain here really quick is with some of the houses that are available in Craglorn. As you can kind of see, there's the three here are noted, and there's another one over to the left side of the map. Right over here is the first one, Ellen here, Private Arena. Now, this is not known to me, and I'm not sure if others know about this. The Ellen here Private Arena shows here your own private coliseum with traps, seating for audiences, and a massive lava pit to throw the dead bodies. Need we say any more? This is very much a kid-free zone. We give it an overall 5 out of 5 guars. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds like that's a 5-star. The next one is Domus Frasticus. Available for you guys unfurnished 4,000 and furnished 5,000 crowns. I do suggest that you guys buy the houses. When you do buy the houses, buy them furnished, because the point is when you buy the house furnished, you can expand upon the house later on. When you buy the houses furnished, that will save the housing information for you guys, as some of the housing information in the home tours has just been presented to you guys. Hopefully you guys are gearing towards getting a house in Craglorn, as this is being presented for you guys. Hopefully you guys stay tuned here later. It is going to be a great game night with Shelton versus Aberdeen. Hope you guys have enjoyed your driving day. I'm going to go off the screen, leave Domus up there, and hopefully you guys can get Domus later on here in the near future. I'm gonna go off the screen. I'm gonna get ready for tonight. Hopefully you guys see some great fireworks inside of the game in ESO. Hopefully you have a great rest of the day. I just want to make a quick note before I do get off of the screen. I do have to explain some of this information. Some of the information is out of date, and some of the information is new information. I'm not for sure if this is the exact correct price. So just take a look at what the price is over in the Crown store. You can find the price out, how much Domus Fresicus is. I think I remember seeing it was like 3,500 or 3,600 crowns. But it says right here that it's 4,000 unfurnished and 5,000 furnished. So what I'm explaining is when you guys actually buy a house like this is the first step and an important key element for you guys to be able to play a cleaner game, and you'll be able to grow in the game. You'll have faster movements in your gameplay, guaranteed. Hopefully you guys have a great day, and hopefully that takes care of that. Hopefully you have a great rest of the day.
riders approaching. We have no time to waste with mortal nonsense. Warriors of Mirrormoon, stand fast against Mora's minions. The Staff of Many Paths was never meant for mortal hands.
We are at a crossroads and must choose our path wisely.
The devastated area is spawning dangerous beasts. Someone needs to answer for all this.